Hi my loves, I hope you guys are all doing very well. So I pretty much decided to do a tag. I haven't done a tag for a very long time, and I actually came across this tag called My First Time, and I found it so funny and I don't know, so interesting to do. So yeah, I'm gonna do this tag. I actually got this tag from a girl called Ella Grave. But thing is, I can't find her channel again. But anyway, so if you do find a channel, let me know, and also maybe go say hi to her from me. But yeah, so I tag a few people below, so don't forget to check that out if you're tagged. Now you know what, I tag all of you too. Great timing. You're all tagged, all my beautiful viewers are tagged. So if you want, don't forget to film this video as a response and link it below. But yeah, I'm going to be answering a few questions about my first time, and yeah, you guys will get to hear it. And the reason I'm dressed like this with this hair and makeup is because I just did a Lily Galici makeup look, which I'll link below, so don't forget to check that out. Okay, so on to the question. So the first question is, what was your first tweet? So my first tweet, I can't exactly remember, but it was something along the lines of, oh my gosh, I have an essay due in 4 hours, why am I so calm? And that's the funny thing, I feel like I'm still like that. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm so calm when it comes to essays in university. I'm currently doing my masters at uni, and you know, if I have things due, like it's like due in like a week and it's like a huge assignment, I'll be like, there's ages left to do it. That's not normal. So the second question is first YouTube video. My first official YouTube video was I think how to do a smoky eye look, but that was such a rush. I'm not even showing my viewers how to do a smoky eye look in that video. I don't know, I honestly have no idea why it's called how to do a smoky eye look, but yeah, that was my first video. And I think that was followed by how to become confident, which I'll link those below if you haven't seen it. How embarrassing. First person you subscribe to on YouTube. I think my first person would probably have to be Mariah Carey or Hilary Duff, but I think I'm going towards more Mariah Carey because I just feel like that's who I probably would have subscribed to first, because I didn't understand the whole subscribing concept back then. I didn't understand people had channels. I just didn't get it. But so it's probably Mariah Carey. The first Facebook profile picture, I'll put the photo here. How embarrassing. Do you still talk to your first love? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if this is weird or not, but I don't think I've ever been in love per se. Like I feel like is that weird? I don't know. I feel like the way people describe it, like that's not, maybe I really like someone, but I don't know if I've been in love before. What's your first alcoholic drink? I'm not much of a drinker. I'm naturally crazy, as you can probably tell. Count on one hand how many times I've, you know, had a drink or anything. It was probably, I don't even know, it was probably a tequila shot or something like that. Yeah, but I don't really drink. So what was your first job? My first job, I guess, besides babysitting, would probably have to be at a retail store called Miller's. And if you live in Australia, you probably know what that is. I don't know why, but I worked there, I think, for a few months or just under a year. And yeah, I worked at a lot of retail jobs before, but yeah, so that was one of my first jobs. What was your first car? Before this car that I drive now, I had obviously had a car that was kind of, you know, brought down to me. It was my parents, and then they just gave it to me. But the first car that I've owned, like I've bought myself recently actually, and it was a Mazda 3 Sport Neo. So that would have to be the first car that I've actually bought. I saved up for that and I worked and I bought that, and that was pretty recent. I just think it's been maybe a year and a half kind of. So who was the first person to text you today? Oh, let me check. Okay, the first person to text me today was, oh, my friend Has. So yeah, she texted me today, and yeah, we went and grabbed coffee, and she needed a dress, so that's what that was for. Just FYI. Who was the first person you thought of this morning? I got up at 5 AM today because I had to go to a meeting early in the morning, but not at 5, but I mean, I had to get ready. And the first person I thought about, probably my mum, because I mean, I woke her up because she had to go to work too, but yeah, probably my mum. Who was your first grade teacher? Okay, my year 1 teacher. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember my kindergarten teacher. I know my year 3 teacher was Miss Wilkinson. So my year 2 teacher was Miss. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? I went to England, and I was quite young, and yeah, I went to the UK. I think I was probably 3, if I'm not mistaken, 3, 4. What was your first best friend, and do you still talk? I actually do. My first best friend, Oh, my first best friend. Okay, that's true. I would probably have to say a girl called Eileen, and I do still keep in contact with her. She was my best friend. I mean, I'm still, you know, I talk to her, but she was like my best friend, kindergarten to year 6. But I tend to, you know, have a few close friends around me, and I don't know, I've kind of kept them all there. You know, I might not see them daily, but I do keep in contact with. Where was your first sleepover? So I still come from a strict family, and I wasn't really allowed to sleep over, but besides my cousin's house and things like that, I guess my first sleepover was probably at my friend Jessica's house when I was a bit more older. I think I was in year 7, year 8. So yeah, that was my first sleepover besides family. What was the first thing that you did this morning? I woke up literally after kind of getting ready. I worked out, and that was it. Yeah, I worked out this morning after having breakfast. What was the first concert you ever went to? I mean, I went to a musical when I was very young to see The Wizard of Oz, because that's my all-time favorite film. But besides like a musical, the concert, I think it was some Armenian singer called Andy. To be honest, I think I went to his concert. Probably my first concert was Hilary Duff. Oh, I love her so much. First broken bone. You know what? Touch wood so much. I have never broken a bone before. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna break 2 bones tomorrow. Watch. God forbid. I haven't broken a bone. So first piercing, I would say it was probably my ears. I now have 3, but yeah, it was probably my first ear piercing when I was very young. First foreign country you've gone to, I'll probably say the UK. So yeah, that one I was young. First movie you remember seeing. My mum is the biggest movie lover, so just growing up with her, I probably saw everything, I don't know, under the age of 10, but obviously appropriate things. The first memory I have of going to a cinema, I know it's a bit of a different question, but was George of the Jungle. If I'm not mistaken, it was George of the Jungle, and it was with my dad and my brother and I. Like, all I remember as a child, because you know you have one strict parent, the other one's a bit more, you know, lenient. My dad was like that, funny enough. My mum was always like, you know, you can't eat. I mean, she would give us junk once in a while, but she was like, oh no, you have to be healthy. But my dad, I remember going to the movies, and literally he bought the entire lolly store. He bought popcorn, he bought, you know, ice cream, you know, those frozen ice creams that are already made. Whatever you thought of, my dad bought. And I remember thinking as a child, like, I was in heaven. I was like, you know what, Dad, we should go to the movies twice a week, just saying. When was your first detention? This is the funniest story. I never got a detention in school. I was such a goody two-shoes. Like, my best friend in high school, she's still my best friend now. She was a good girl too, you know, like we didn't get in trouble or anything like that. But I remember she would, you know, just ask me to sit with her in the hallway, and we weren't allowed to go in the hallway because it was out of bounds. And there was no one around. She'd be like, okay, I need to get to my locker, for example, or my classroom, I've left something. Then I was like, no, we're not allowed to go. I cannot follow you. This is bad. It's illegal. I can't do this. And she was like, I need to get my book. I was so afraid. I don't know why. I was such a, you know, goody two-shoes. I was so afraid of getting into trouble. And I never got detention. Isn't that weird? Who was your first roommate? Probably Sarah. I still share a room with her. So probably Sarah, my sister. She also has her own YouTube channel, which I'll link that below. If you had one wish, what would it be? So honestly, I know it sounds so cliche, but it will probably be for everyone, you know, everyone around me or everyone pretty much in the world to be healthy and happy. And I don't know, I just get so happy when people succeed in, you know, with their goal or, you know, whatever their drive is. And I really hope that. I feel like if I would want that to myself, why wouldn't I want that for everyone else? So I just hope everyone's happy and healthy, doing whatever they want to do. That would probably be my wish. What was the first sport you were involved in? Probably tennis and swimming, because I started tennis and swimming at a very young age. But I mean dance as well. Oh no, actually probably dance. I started dancing when I was 3. I did ballet, contemporary, and you know, I continued with army. What is the first thing you do when you get home? I'm one of those people, when I come home, I take off the clothes that I've worn outside the house, and I go straight into my pajamas or my nightgown if it's winter, and socks. So that's what I probably do. I strip and I change my clothes. When was your first kiss? I wasn't that young actually. I was probably, I mean, if you consider kindergarten, people just randomly kissing each other, then I guess then. But my first proper kiss was probably when I was like 19. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tag. I know it was a bit different, but I don't know, I found it fun watching other people's, I guess, my first time tags. So yeah, I tag everyone, and I tag those beautiful people below as well. And yeah, don't forget to post it as a video response. I'll love to watch them. And yeah, comment below on your thoughts about it and give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, I love and adore each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to keep on smiling. Bye.